Here we go.
You want to be like? Sensitivity equals fucking poverty.
Insensitive Culture, the podcast. Check it out, homie.
Everyone, welcome to episode 189 of Insensitive Culture. As always, you know me.
What's up, what?
You know my guy on the other end.
And that fool Blazer, Ramon.
Man, you know who missed out this week? Hey, but you know who we are.
Insensitive Culture, the podcast. Make sure you check it out, homie.
Quest be traveling, son.
He's always on his adult shit.
I don't even know what he's doing. I don't even ask no more.
I was gonna say, yeah, I was gonna ask you. I was hoping you knew what the fuck he was doing.
Nah, son, I don't really know. I just he just be like, yo, can't make it that week. I'll be in blah blah blah, and then I black out. Like, I don't know.
Word, once he says he can't be there, I'm just like, shit, crap.
Yep. Hey, I feel you, cut. That's it. That's really what it comes down to.
Do your thing.
How you been, bro?
Been all right.
How's everything? Yeah. How's everything been going for you this past week?
It's been good. Low key week. I got this week of work, and then next week I'm off for Thanksgiving because they just shut that whole shit down, for the whole week. And my mom's coming to visit, so nice. She'll be here with her husband, and it'll be the first time I've seen her since I came out here. So I'm excited to see her.
That's awesome.
Got some dope shit. I think we're going to go to Alcatraz, check out a San Jose Sharks game. Just some stuff in the Bay Area.
What San Jose Sharks, what is that? Soccer?
Hockey.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not familiar with the team, so.
Nah, I've never been to an NHL game, so I'm kind of stoked.
Oh, yeah. I've never been to an NHL game, but I've been to some hockey games locally.
Yeah,
like
Amerks games, dude. That's what I'm saying. They're mad fun. I figured NHL's got to be as fun, if not maybe a little more fun, a little more intense.
I'm down for sports live.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't watch that shit, on TV and stuff.
I can't watch hockey on TV.
I don't really watch much on TV when it comes to sports, but live, I'm all in.
Yeah,
I'm down
for sure. I've been to dope lacrosse games, like the Rochester Nighthawks.
Yeah,
even those are fun, dude. Like you said, anything with like music and drinks and just like a live atmosphere like that is tight.
Get me drunk, cut. We good.
Facts. Yo, I'll be anywhere, bro, as long as there's some drinks, like a school play with a little something to sip on.
What? That would make school plays so much more bearable.
Yeah.
Dance recitals, all that shit.
100%.
I mean, you can, but it's frowned upon.
Sure.
To sit there with a flask or an open can of anything.
No, you got to mask it. You just have a thermos or a Yeti of some sort with a little something in it.
That's true, man. Yeah. Yeah. My girl would look at me like, "Are you fucking serious?"
Like, babe, mind your business.
Yeah.
This don't concern
you.
You.
Babe,
you don't got to drink.
Are you driving? Yeah. All right, then. What the fuck does it matter then?
Then we good.
We Gucci
Just
then.
don't get sloshed. You just got to keep it at a moderate level. Get that nice buzz going, and
it's the fucking fun in that.
No. Oh, just getting sloppy at your kids' play, and then starting some shit.
Yeah.
Big old beef in the parking lot.
Start clapping extra loud and shit, yelling.
Heckling. You're heckling the children at the play.
Oh, you just start, yeah, baby, go. You do it. Somebody tells you, shut the fuck up, sit down. You shut the fuck up.
That's when the shit goes down, yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, it doesn't happen every time. I think there's one or two where that didn't happen to me. But anyway, we're not going to go there.
It's not bad.
It's good odds. Those are good odds. Yeah, man. Nothing too crazy on my end, man. My kid has been reaping the benefits of, because I told the story last week. He got attacked by a dog and had 7 stitches and whatnot. So
took it like a G.
He took it like a G. Yeah, man. He's now he's like expecting gifts and shit. Like today, we ordered some food. And they just left it on the porch. My girl was like, "Oh, let me check if there's food. Oh shit, there is. And she goes to grab it. He's like, is that another present for me? And I'm like, nah, bro, those days are over, bro.
Like, nah, you got to get bit again, man. You good with that?
Yeah. You want to go through all that shit again? Everyone already showed their concerns for you, bro. Like that shit is.
You milked that shit. You had your 15 minutes. Now it's time to heal up.
He made out though, man. Like I was like, damn, bro.
Spider-Man game day one. It's only uphill from there.
No. He got
Sonic. It was the Sonic game.
Day one, I got him the Sonic game, and then the very next day, I think he got a different game. Oh, he got the Mario Wonder for his Switch, and then he got another one like just yesterday from his grandmother.
Damn.
And then on top of that, it was just like bunch of times where people are just stopping by and dropping off bags of like little toys and candies and shit, and he was just
no wonder he thought he had more gifts coming, bro. I don't get treated like that on my birthday.
Shit, I didn't get treated like that on my birthday. Shit, I don't.
You got to get bit.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I think if I got bit by a dog, they'd just be like, well, walk it off. So. You know,
nah, I'd get you a Sonic game.
It's not gonna be cool. It wouldn't be cool if I got bit by a dog.
Be a good story.
Yeah, that's all I get. It's a story.
All right.
That's it.
You milk it on the pot.
But anyway, yeah, he got his stitches out, and we've been taking him just to have good experiences and shit. Mm-hmm. And he seems to be, other than those scary appointments for kids, stitches and all that shit. Mm-hmm. Other than that stuff, seems to be taking it like a G.
Right on. Siri popping off?
Siri,
shut up,
turn
bitch.
off.
I just set mine off. I'm so stupid.
I hate that they changed it instead of saying
That's
hey.
right. That is why. Yeah, okay. That makes sense because I didn't say hey, and I was like, what the fuck is it doing?
Yeah, they changed it. And the second that I heard that they changed that, I'm like, why?
Yeah.
But I'm thinking it's because of the Android folks and the fact that I forget what the fuck
the Alexa crowd.
Yeah. So, yeah, they say, if they just say Alexa. Yeah.
Stupid.
I don't know why they did that shit. Anyway. So, yeah, he's Gucci now. Got his stitches out.
My guy.
He's expecting, yeah, he ain't go to school. He didn't do none of that shit. So
how many days he get off of school?
Damn near the whole week.
Oh,
I think
my God.
I know, yeah. Towards the end of the week, he did a day, and I guess the teacher was like, my girl got upset because the teacher was like giving him a hard time. She told her what went down and shit, and she did what teachers do. Oh, I was attacked by a dog when I was a kid too. I understand, blah blah blah. And then that very first day that he comes back, she's like, he just seems to be down, but and not attentive and this and this. But I think it's pretty much just like trying to blame it on him rather than other shit that he may have been going on. And she's just like, yeah, this is his first day back after being attacked by a fucking dog and getting 7 stitches and shit. So maybe his mind is kind of not there. So show him some fucking grace. But anyway, yeah, it was some of that, and he had other appointments and shit. Anyway, it was just a lot. It was a lot for the kid. I'm happy he got his stitches out, and that shit is now behind him. He has a cool scar that he's showing off to his friends because now he doesn't have to have it all bandaged up.
Right.
He's like, yeah, I showed my teacher. I showed one of my teachers, and I showed my friend on the bus. So
badassery.
He's showing off his battle wound. Yeah. We took him to that new trampoline park that just opened up this weekend too. He had a blast.
Saw those videos.
He's a trooper, man. He really is. And he slept even more. He slept over the aunt's house who had the dog where he got attacked. Because now the dog's gone, so he knows.
Right.
Like, Violet's the one where he was just like, yeah, I want to go. And
she was like,
and he
nah,
was down.
I'm straight.
Yeah. And Violet was like, But what about that dog though?
No, that dog's gone.
But like that dog is gone. You sure about that? Didn't seem fun.
She ain't
what he
she
went
ain't
through.
playing that bullshit. She knows.
I don't give a fuck about the gifts. That shit just didn't seem fun.
Keep your Sonic games. I'm not trying to get stitches.
Yeah, facts. She wasn't trying to do none of that shit.
Smart girl.
That shit made me laugh though. She was the first one to be like, but what about that dog? That dog, what's going on with that? Yeah. So, but anyway, all right, cuz. This is a Quest free pod. So I'm just going to start this shit off by saying we may say some shit that isn't factual. We may just be speculating. We just straight up just might say shit to be funny. So don't take us for every single word. Don't take every single word that we say to be accurate because the fact checker is not present on this recording.
But let's be clear. Smoking cannabis will give you a heart attack. 100%.
1,000% heart failure.
Instantaneously.
Instantaneous.
That's how Houdini died.
No fentanyl, no nothing.
He just
That's
smoked
how
it.
everybody died.
They smoke a half a joint and they pass away from a coronary.
Yeah.
So sorry about that, guys.
Oh man, let's get into it.
Question.
All right, bruh. So randomly one day, animals on Earth, air, land, and sea, get into like a brawl. There's like a royal rumble. Who comes out on top on land, air, and sea?
And sea.
And
like
sea.
all.
I mean, no, they're not up. There's going to
king
be
of
one
all?
for each of them. So obviously, the
okay.
water animals wouldn't be the king of land or, vice versa.
I got you. Damn, land, air, and sea. Okay, so I would have to imagine land would be. Fuck. That's a good thought. Let's start with something that's probably easier. All right, killer whales would probably be the winners of the sea.
I agree with that.
Just because one, they're huge. Two,
they're savage.
They're savage. They're savage as fuck.
And they're smart as fuck.
Yes.
And a lot of people might think sharks, like, oh, the great white, it's scary. And they are. Great whites are scary, but they don't hunt in packs like fucking killer whales do. Fucking orcas do not play around. Some of the most savage, like
they communicate.
They kill sharks. Yeah, they kill sharks, dude. They'll rip their fucking livers out and shit. Just literally, they'll find sharks, chunks torn out of them, floating. And, I don't want to fuck with a shark. I don't want to run into a shark, but
no.
Orcas would run that shit 100%.
They would 1,000%. Unless they're unless my what's it called? Fuck, why am I spacing out? Unless my beliefs of a megalodon being somewhere in the ocean, just one random one.
Yeah.
There's no way.
No.
A megalodon is the only way that some sort of shark would win that.
For sure.
Air would have to be like an eagle, right?
I was thinking hawk, honestly.
Yeah, I was thinking hawk
going
too.
Hawk.
But
I mean, eagles are big though. Eagles got some girth to them. I don't really know like the size of hawks versus eagles, like, just like average who's bigger or what's bigger. But I mean, hawks and eagles, they would be fighting it out for sure. And eagles definitely don't play. Those claws that you see on eagles, but I mean, the hawks have talons too. So I don't know. I think that's probably one of the toughest ones for me is the hawk eagle battle. I don't know which is more savage.
And this is what I thought right now. So eagles are much larger than hawks.
Okay.
So that was my first thought there. Is that an eagle would, because them shits are fucking massive, bro.
They are.
An eagle's wingspan is larger than most humans. Hold on one second. It can span over 7 feet.
Damn. That's a hell of a wingspan.
And that's a female bald eagle. A male bald eagle spans over 6.4 feet.
That's pretty diesel.
Yo, its wingspan is taller than you, cuh. It's taller than both of us, actually.
Facts. Yeah,
I'm
I
not
was
even
gonna
gonna
say,
talk
bitch,
shit.
what
It's
you talking
taller-
about? Just me.
It's taller than me too. Yeah.
Johnny too, if he were here.
Yeah, facts. That's massive. Yeah, I think they would rule the sky.
Okay.
Land is the hardest one because there's so many fucking animals
There
that are
are.
just savage.
Yep.
Because like the natural thought would be possibly like a lion.
Sure.
But in all honesty, man, if they're only good in packs, so if you catch them slipping, they're, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Tigers scare the
Yeah,
fuck out of me, bro.
I think it for me it comes down to tigers or polar bears.
Polar bears are fucking savage.
Are they're like the fucking orcas of land, basically. Like super savage, super smart, and just massive. Like even bigger than a grizzly bear. And grizzly bears get really, really huge. But tiger, like a Bengal tiger, is also not a small cat, and also very, very, very deadly. But
they are intimidating as fuck.
Yeah.
Too. You see one at the zoo and they're just pacing back and forth.
bro.
Oh, psh.
yeah,
I'm like, yo, there's nothing stopping it except for this fucking chain link fence, and it's looking at us like I want to fuck you up.
Yo. Do you remember the story? There was a dude, I forget where it was, lived in like Ohio, something like that, had all these, I don't know if he owned illegal animals or if he went to like a zoo or like a sanctuary and released them before, like, I think he killed himself.
I think so.
And
yeah,
there
he
was
released
just
all, the
all
animals.
these crazy wild animals just fucking roaming around this town or city or whatever the fuck, bro.
I was just thinking about that because there were a couple people who mentioned the fact that they went to, or they were just like walking down the street and a fucking Bengal tiger was just in the middle of the road or some shit. And I can't even imagine that thought.
No.
Where I'm just walking, bro. There's nothing in between us.
It just could charge and fucking take your life.
Yeah, hopefully it didn't even notice me, son. Hopefully it doesn't even notice me.
There was just in Italy, I think it was like Rome, a lion escaped from somewhere, a circus of some sort, and it was just, there was a video I saw on X of it just roaming the street, bro. Someone was recording from their window. Just a male lion, big fucking mane, just walking down the street,
son.
looking around, being like, "What the fuck, bro? This is different." He was kind of feeling it, but I can't imagine. I came around the corner with Cliff. I'm walking him one day, and there was a skunk in the middle of the field, bro, and I froze up. If I saw a fucking lion or a fucking
skunk.
tiger, dude, I'm
Son, we went camping for my son's scouts this past weekend. We only made it one day because he was saying that his stomach hurt and whatnot. So obviously we didn't want to put him through too much. So yeah, he wanted to be out, so we were out. But when I got home, I was telling my girl, I was like, yeah, while we were doing the whatever task that we were doing, I think we were making, it was like one of the things to make like a nest, and we can see if we're going to drop it from a certain area and see if an egg survives that fall.
Yep.
So while we were, so we all did that, and I was telling her, while we were looking for that stuff, there were a couple girls who were, people mentioned like, yeah, there was bear shit where we were standing around. She was like, no, it's like, there's no bears. I'm like, yeah, I mean, I was like, when I went into town, they were very obviously like, they had like flags down the road that said like bear country and all this shit. Like they were promoting the fact that there are bears there and it's Naples, New York or whatever.
Yeah.
She's like, no, I don't believe you. Sure enough, I look it up and I'm like, yeah, there are black bears in Naples. Like,
Was she thinking
they're not
grizzlies?
the ferocious
Is that
ones.
what?
No. But I mean, she was just thinking like a bear in general. Like, what the fuck do we know on, I know I've seen enough shit
Yeah.
to know that if I come across a black bear, what you have to do is make yourself look big and like, yeah. And like, raw, and it would,
scare
and
it
it
off,
would
make
run.
noise. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I know that. She would freeze, not know what to fucking do, and freak the fuck out probably.
I mean, yeah. Especially because she would be so
but she
shocked
didn't
to
even
see a
know.
bear.
Yeah. She didn't even know that, that bears are in that area. And she's like, well, thank God that we left because. And I'm like, yeah. And apparently grizzlies, if you come across a grizzly, it's like drop, pretend to be dead or some shit.
Yeah. I just, with Rogan, I saw a random clip about that. He said if it's a female grizzly, you just like curl into a ball, hold the back of your neck so they don't, grab your fucking spine, and you're just trying to cover your organs because the mama grizzly will want to just fucking disembowel you, so you got to protect all your shit.
Damn.
Terrifying.
That's crazy.
Terrifying, yeah. So what, are we going to give it to the tigers then? Do we think tigers would?
I'm thinking I would probably give it to the tigers.
Yeah, I think so too.
The two would never meet because of
Sure.
the circumstances of the weather and shit.
Yeah.
So definitely the polar bears would rule that side.
But I mean, they have both of them at the zoo. Let's say shit popped off at the zoo, and
That's
they,
true.
they
That's
meet
true.
at the fucking spider web rope thing, and fucking shit goes down.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd give it to that tiger, bro. That tiger is gonna be fucking angry. Cats. Have you seen cats fucking move?
I mean,
yeah, that's
cats.
a giant fucking cat, bro. That shit is climbing up something, jumping down on you. Tigers are fucking scary as fuck. Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't want to see either, but yeah, I could agree with tiger for sure.
Not enough to really make an impact on this conversation, but ligers are fucking wild.
Massive. They're massive,
Yo,
massive fucking
crazy.
creatures. Yeah.
Crazy, yeah.
I don't know if that would come in how they
Man-made.
fight, but goddamn, they are big.
Shout out to Napoleon Dynamite for putting me onto ligers.
That's facts. Those were legit. All right, we ready for the second?
Let's do it.
Second question. All right, so it's we're gonna choose the best actor here,
Okay.
and it's sort of a geriatric edition, so they're a little bit on the older side.
Oh shit.
Michael Douglas, Ben Kingsley,
Okay.
Tom Selleck, John Goodman.
All right.
Who's off right away? I know right away.
Give one more time. Read them off again.
Michael Douglas,
Michael Douglas.
Ben Kingsley, Tom Selleck,
Okay.
John Goodman.
John Goodman. For me, Tom Selleck.
Yes, is gone right away, right?
Yeah, he's gone.
Yes. I can only think of what Mr. Baseball and Magnum PI are the only. I feel like the only
Sure.
two movies that I
Sure.
and a little bit of.
I mean, he was
Friends
on
cameos.
Yeah, Friends, and I'm sure he's had
Decent
some other
actor,
shit, but
hell of a mustache.
yeah.
But
I mean,
this
that's
isn't
all
a-
he's really known
This
for.
isn't a best mustache list, so he's
No,
gonna
no,
have
no,
to.
no,
he's
no,
gonna have
no.
to bring it, and he's not. So
Fuck.
Selleck gone.
All right, so Ben Kingsley,
Michael Douglas,
Michael Douglas,
John Goodman.
John Goodman, Michael Douglas.
Michael Douglas.
Fuck, man, because I kind of want to say John Goodman.
Is the
Because
best,
John
or are we
Goodman-
eliminating here?
No, it's like one of the best. I really love John Goodman as an
He's got
actor.
a lot of memorable roles. The Big Lebowski, a lot of Coen brothers. Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? I mean, he doesn't really have a lot of big. Arachnophobia, I think, was one of the oldest movies that I remember seeing him in. He was like I think he was one of the exterminators in that. I just remember him being scary. Obviously, Roseanne, Dan Connor, huge role over the years. I don't know if you've seen John Goodman lately either. He lost a fuck ton of weight.
Yeah, he has.
He looks really, really good.
And Michael Douglas.
Basic Instinct. Was it Wall Street?
Yeah. For some reason, I was thinking his father.
Oh, Kirk Douglas?
Kirk
He
Douglas,
had Spartacus.
yeah,
That's the only movie I know Kirk Douglas from.
Oh, no, never mind. I thought of somebody completely different.
Oh,
I
I'm
don't
glad
know
you
why
looked
I was
it up.
thinking that. Yeah. Michael Douglas is the shit. For some reason, I was thinking Sutherland.
Donald Sutherland. And Kiefer Sutherland. Donald and Kiefer.
Well, no, yeah. That's what I was thinking for some fucking weird reason.
Hank Pym.
Hank Pym. Yep. I would have to give it to. Michael Douglas is the shit. You know what? For me, because I'm sure you can put up an amazing argument for Ben Kingsley, because Ben Kingsley is an amazing actor. He's a thespian. He's done films. He's a thespian. Yes. He's
got an
Gandhi.
Oscar.
He does.
Only one on the list with an Oscar.
He does, but there are people with Oscars that wouldn't hold the candles to some people who do not.
Absolutely, yeah. No,
Oscars.
an Oscar is not the
And Ben
end
Kingsley
all
is
be all.
No. And Ben Kingsley is an amazing. But for me specifically,
Yeah.
I can remember more Michael Douglas movies.
Yeah.
And specifically.
Pacifically.
Yeah, Pacifically.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of my favorite movies with him. Fun fact, I've never seen Basic Instinct, or at least I haven't seen it to a point where I can remember it.
You don't remember the Sharon Stone leg?
That's all I remember. That's all I remember.
And Newman was like sweating.
Yep. But the movies that I can remember, which are specifically, The Game was a great movie to me.
Was that with Ice-T, or what am I thinking of? No, I'm thinking Surviving the Game.
Ice-T. Yeah. No, The Game was one where he was convicted of a murder. It was like a weird,
like a thriller,
like a weird
right?
movie.
Like a whodunit.
Yeah.
Why am I being framed or something?
Where he was being accused of something. Yeah, he was being framed, and then it had a big twist at the end.
That was good.
I mean, it's 97, but for those of you who have never seen it, I won't spoil it because it's that good. Go watch The Game. That shit was so fucking good. And then, of course, Falling Down is one of
how could I
my
forget
favorite
about
movies.
Falling Down, dude?
One of my favorite movies of all time. Yeah. 93, bro.
Yeah, no, that's old as fuck.
Yeah.
That is old
years.
as fuck. Damn. Yeah, that was one of those movies where I just caught it on HBO back in the day. And I was like, yo, this is fucking wild. My man's heated.
That was one of the movies where my dad was like, you have to watch this movie. Yeah, I told you, he put me on to like a lot of movies that to him were huge. And especially that, because people who are unhinged like that, he was always like, we're all just like, especially me, like we're all just a few steps away from this point, and I feel like these people think like me, and that's why I like these movies. And that was one of them. So, and then on top of that, you throw in like the comedy movies. He does some funny shit too. He was on Phineas and Ferb. What the fuck?
Oh, it must have been just like
that's
random
hilarious
voice cameo.
Yeah. One episode. I mean, for me, I'm gonna have to go with Michael Douglas. It's just, for me, he's like, I've seen more movies with him than I have with Ben Kingsley, and I resonate with Michael Douglas more.
Yeah.
So I will go with Michael Douglas.
I'm gonna say that Michael Douglas is definitely my favorite on the list, like my favorite actor.
But you're gonna
like,
go with?
I'm gonna go with Ben Kingsley, dude. Like
I
the guy,
figured that.
like, and if I'm thinking the best actor, like that dude has done literally everything. I don't know if you've ever seen The Whackness, where he just plays like this old fucking stoner, and like Josh Peck and Method Man in this movie.
I have seen that. Yeah,
it was.
I can't remember it, but
He takes these random roles, dude, and you know he can do something with such a little role. Remember him like as the Mandarin, and you know, and I forget what else was he in. He was in where he was like on the. Didn't he was in another Marvel TV show. Didn't he show up in one of the two, like She-Hulk or something? Didn't like that character show? Or
was
it the Eternals?
Same, yeah.
Did he show up in the
no,
Eternals?
that was in Shang-Chi.
Oh, Shang-Chi. Okay. Yes. I don't know, dude. I think he can really act his ass off. And Oscar aside, like,
Absolutely.
I feel like he brings it. But yeah, Michael Douglas, dude. Like, I grew up watching Michael Douglas movies more so than Ben Kingsley. He was very choosy about his roles. But yeah, once you said Falling Down, I was like, oh shit, that's my shit right there. Like, there's no way I could go against that movie because I fuck with that movie. I watch that every, I don't know, year or two. I could just go back and I fucking hit it up because that movie fucks.
I need to start doing that. Going back to an OG movie at least once.
Yeah.
No, I'm not mad at your take
often.
there. I knew that was a take you were going to have because you are a fan of just of that kind of actor.
Yeah.
You know,
the
someone
actors
who
that
has
bring it.
chops. Yeah, who can actually bring it.
You and I, we both took
to
acting
that.
classes. We know what it takes to bring it, bro. And obviously we don't have that, but you know, it's easy to recognize someone that does, especially when you've been on the other side of that. Granted, not in movies or anything, but you know, just doing a scene in front of a class can be humbling.
Yeah, no, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I could definitely, I knew you would go that route, and that's. I'm not even gonna argue that.
Wonder who Johnny? Who do you think Johnny would have picked?
He probably would have went with Ben Kingsley.
It's a Johnny answer.
Ben Kingsley is definitely a Johnny answer. I would assume.
Word. We'll have to hit him up, see what he says if he's not too busy.
For me, it's just the person that for me it just resonated. With me a little bit more. Michael Douglas, but yeah, his Ben Kingsley, you can throw him in any fucking role, and he's gonna kill that shit. So yeah, no argument from me. I'll say that for sure.
Word. I like that. All right, we ready for the third and final question? It'll be a what if for yo ass.
Let's do it.
Or not what if, a would you rather.
Would you rather?
Would you rather be caught by your girl in bed with her best friend, ass naked, or have to start breastfeeding again from your mom?
I'd rather be caught balls deep, clapping them cheeks.
I was going to say that we don't even know if anything happened. There could be a weird story there, but you're like, yo, I would rather be smashing.
Yep. Yeah.
100%.
Balls deep, smashing. She walks in. I go, I mean, you down?
And then once she beats your
hopes.
ass black and blue,
yeah.
Then you figure out custody and that sort of thing, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I mean, it's just relationship suicide. But I would.
What if it was just one time? It's not even like a daily thing. You just, for one meal, you can pick the meal. You can avoid all that bullshit, all that drama. It'd even be a glory hole. She put her titty through a glory hole so she don't even see you sucking on it. You don't even got to look at her.
Absolutely not. No, absolutely not. No. Nope.
Shit.
Yeah, I throw everything under the sun at me. I'm doing that to my girl's friend, best friend. I would not. No. Mm-mm. Ugh. I don't even want to think about that. That shit is horrible. That is the worst.
It'd be wild because your mom probably not even making breast milk anymore, so you just be sucking on the
absolutely
titty.
not. So yeah. No. Not happening.
No, that's the correct answer.
Nope.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
This is not even. It's not even a thing.
I mean, the glory hole with the titty would probably make it a little better, but you would know. You would know whose titty that was when you were all up on it.
Yeah. You know how I would know? Because the second through the glory hole, blah, 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 all that shit, I could just hear my mom, Ale, no haga eso tan duro. It is like, yo, what the fuck? Yeah. It's like walk. Don't do that so hard.
Oh, she's like, you're biting.
No. Yeah. Why? What the fuck? Stop.
Oh, man. I would assume that we would all rather be
second.
Caught. That's not.
Yeah.
I just.
Would I have to assume that with you, bro?
I can't. I can't speak for Johnny. I don't want to put words in my man's mouth, but no one wants any titties
Nobody wants that.
of a family member in your mouth at all.
No.
But I mean, you got to think there's going to be some fallout from that other bullshit too. Like your life is now completely different, all because you didn't want to pop a titty in your mouth that you might have already had in your mouth at some point. So,
you know what? That would really suck. And maybe if this was like a gun to my head ultimatum made by the devil, yeah, I can possibly talk my way out of it. You know, there's a small chance of that.
Yeah.
But the repercussions that come from the first option or from the second option, yeah, no, that's lifelong, bro.
I mean, that just affects you though. Are you being selfish? Are we both being
absolutely.
selfish? Because I mean, the other one would affect all your kids. You know, everything is different. They're living different lives now. They're different people because they're coming from a broken home, and that doesn't bother you at all.
I mean, kind of, but but not to the point where I would not.
About to suck my mom's titty.
No. Yeah,
fuck about it.
Exactly. Yeah, it's not, that's,
we some selfish ass motherfuckers for sure.
I'll be there. Good. Nope.
All right, that's settled then.
I would literally, like, after she calls it off with me and shit, I would just say, just for the record, this is she won't believe me.
She won't. No, she wouldn't.
But I would have to put it out there and just say, like, listen, this is what happened.
Yeah.
And
I didn't want to suck my mom's
and
titty.
I'm not
She's
doing
gonna
that.
be like, what?
And she's met my mom, so she would absolutely possibly agree with me. She's still probably.
I don't know if she'd be happy, but
I didn't say that she would. I'm just saying
she would get
and
it.
And who knows? I don't know. My girl thinks oddly sometimes. I don't know. Okay. So who the fuck knows?
Who the fuck knows? All right, I mean,
there's a small chance that she would be like, I get it.
That's fair.
I understand.
All right, we're cool.
Yeah, all right.
It's all cool. Good. You smashed my best friend, and I caught your ass clapping them cheeks. But let's just put this in the past and move on.
I mean, we'll try.
I'll do what I can, babe. I'll do what I can.
I'll do what I can.
You're so strong. Yep. You're so strong.
Yeah.
You really got to jerk her off.
Can you do me a favor and can you give me your friend's number?
She's like, what? You don't have it? You were already fucking her.
No. She's telling me, can you do me a favor and give me your friend's number?
Oh, that's fucked up. Like, nah, bitch. Now you done fucked up.
Yeah, fuck.
I'm heated.
Which one you want? They're not gonna fuck with you.
Mm-mm.
I hope.
Nope.
I hope they're not gonna fuck with you.
We know that story. We know how that goes. You get cut off. You donezo. Walk ain't friends with you no more. I ain't trying to have that.
Shit. No, absolutely not. I ain't fucking with you. Unless I come up to you and I go, yo.
You smash my girl real quick?
Yeah, can you do this real quick? This is the only way that I'm gonna get past this.
Like, we boys, so I guess we can. That's how it goes. Yeah, you gotta
really
pretend
don't
like
wanna
you're
do
super
this.
heated about it. You're like, oh, fuck, dude.
I really don't want to do this,
Fuck's your
bro.
problem, bro?
Fuck.
I guess. Yeah. What? I don't have any
Oh.
rubber, so it's supposed to be raw. It's gonna be raw. I don't know what you want from me. I'm allergic to that shit. I can't even fuck around. So
I can't even do it, son. Can't even do it. Oh, you can't fuck my girl. No. I can't fuck with the rubber. I'm just
right. Yeah, not even lambskin. That shit, I get chafed and shit. It's gotta be raw.
Shit is ass.
All right, that's all I got for questions. We can do a quick fantasy recap. We've been slacking.
Yeah. Let's do it.
All right, let's take a peek here. I had to pull it up. I didn't have time to log in on the computer, so I'm peeping my phone right now.
I'll tell you one thing. I lost to your sister.
Did you really?
Damn it. I did.
Oh my God, dude. I saw that game,
know.
and the Bills played a horrible game, dude. So, like, I really
Yeah.
didn't think she was going to pull that off.
So
Whew.
my problem is my best players, my two best players
Had a bye.
week.
Those buys are lethal, bro.
Yeah, yep.
They'll fuck your
So-
shit right up. Yeah, she got you
Yeah, and-
101 to 97. Close.
And it wasn't terrible. Yeah,
Close game.
it wasn't by a lot, but the fact that my two best players had a bye week, it was pretty bad.
Yeah, and you overshot your projection by about 8 or 9 points. So
Yep.
better than it could have been. But yeah, no, she got you by a few points. It happens. What else we got? JJ's Knights beat Dirty D's Love Jungle. I'm pretty sure that Dirty D
It's just not doing shit.
Yeah, no, he didn't bother to even change his lineup. Yeah, no, he had people that were not even, they were on buys. One guy's on IR. So yeah, he doesn't give a fuck, bro. That's some.
Yeah, he
So
gave
yeah,
up on that a while ago.
Pussy of the week for Dirty D's Love Jungle. Ugh, bro, man
He
up.
ain't even-
Set
he
your
ain't give a
lineup,
fuck.
dog.
He
That's
ain't give a
fucking. We're adults
He ain't
here.
care.
Let's set our lineups and take our ass whoopings like a mature human being. So yeah, pussy of the week, Dirty D's Love Jungle. Unfortunate, but hey, 69 points. That's all he
Fitting.
got. Yeah, he got smashed real good, like a little hoe. But that's what you get when you don't set your lineup. So
Yeah.
cheers.
It is what it is.
Yo, my brother
There's
Danny,
no money on the line, so I can't really fault him for that either.
my brother Danny has been clapping cheeks on the regular in this league. And in
Yeah.
fact, he just clapped the cheeks of Mr. Johnny, the old Kanye.
Did he? Oh, I didn't. Oh, and he grabbed that number one
And
spot.
he grabbed that number one spot. I will put a caveat in this that I'm pretty sure Danny's the only motherfucker that let auto draft his team for him. So these are not people that he drafted and concocted this strategy. He kind of backed into a really good team by missing the draft there. I guess Yahoo really got his back. But yeah, no, he 157 to 130 over Johnny. 130 is a damn decent score. Both of them
He did.
killed their
He did, but
projections.
I will say that I've been talking to Danny, and he's week to week he's been making sure to make the trades, make the changes
Yeah,
and stuff, because he's just
kept
like,
up with
yeah,
it.
no, I gotta do what I gotta do.
No, his team's been fucking killing it. He was talking shit about, and the funny thing is his quarterback, Dak Prescott, is the quarterback for the Cowboys, and Danny's a Giants fan, and the Cowboys and the Giants, they're like arch nemesis. So
Yeah.
when his quarterback is doing good, and especially this week, they played against the Giants. So all those points that they were getting him, his team was getting fucked up on the field. And that's
Yeah,
a bittersweet
I mean,
feeling.
When it comes to, that's the one thing that I've realized, right, and not necessarily from my point of view, but from players' point of view, is in order to be successful in fantasy, you got to put your own personal feelings aside.
Yeah, you got to push that shit way down.
Yeah.
That
You
doesn't
gotta
matter.
just know who's going to put up the fucking points,
Right.
And you got to go with that.
Yeah. because your heart will get your shit fucked up.
Oh,
in fantasy football.
absolutely.
Like,
I'm sure you would probably pick your entire fucking team, and that shit will get you fucking.
That's a death knell. Even if you have the best fucking team, they are not gonna perform in and out every week, and you are gonna get your fucking ass beat more often than not.
Yep.
So yeah, you can't be a homer when you're playing a fantasy like that. You gotta use your head, not your heart.
Yep.
What else do we got? Next up was the Lizzo defense versus Two Affinity and Bijan. The Lizzo defense at 92.5 to 77. So a sizable victory. Two Affinity was projected at 103 and only scored 77. So that his team definitely shit the bed. But the Lizzo defense came through. Nothing too notable, but when you're playing against a team that only scored 77 points, you really don't have to have too many breakout players. I think the highest score was Seattle quarterback Geno Smith, 24 points, which is it's a good week for a quarterback. Nothing too crazy there. Last matchup, I played against Pittsburgh Feelers, and I was talking a lot of shit with Keith Master this week. We were just fucking around. We were both not doing great. I kind of had a little losing streak working there, so I decided to kind of switch it up and start popping shit. And it was a good week to start popping shit because I beat that ass pretty good, 145 to 109.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
had a receiver outscore pretty much everybody on his team. So it was a good week. It was a good week for me. Like I said, I started off strong, and then I think I dropped like 4 in a row, something wild like that. But now I think I climbed back up into, where am I at? 3rd place in the league, I believe, when I was doing not too great. Yeah, I'm in 3rd. So Danny's in 1st, Johnny's in 2nd, I'm in 3rd, JJ's Knights in 4th, Walk's team fucks. Number 5, Pittsburgh Feelers, then Two Affinity, then Milano's and Milk, the Lizzo defense, and Pussy of the Week, Dirty D's Love Jungle in last. So, come on, folks. Let's keep it going. I just can't have my sister win because I told her I'd buy her an Insensitive Culture hoodie if she won. So I want her to do good, but not that good.
I kind of want her to win so that you can get her Insensitive
And
Culture.
I told like if she comes back from 8th place right now, I will happily buy her a hoodie. 100%.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, she has to win at number 1?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, she's not doing that.
I mean, she doesn't have to finish the season at number 1, but she's got to win the championship. She's got to make the playoffs and take everyone down in the playoffs. So, good luck, Liz.
Good thing she's not listening because
I was gonna say I say that like she listens to us, but I'll send her that snippet. We got to make that a clip so I can send it to her and talk shit.
Sure.
All right, that's the fantasy recap, Holmes.
Nice. Yeah. We've been missing that lately, so Danny will be happy to hear that the week that he takes number 1, that we actually mention it. So
here we go.
Congrats on the number 1 spot. Let's see if you keep it next week, bro.
Hold it down. Oh, are you guys playing each other?
No, I don't know.
Oh, I thought you were. I thought you were like, you got to get through me now, son.
Nah. Who am I playing this upcoming week? Let me see. Let me take a. Oh shit! It's me and you, cuz.
Oh, that's right. It is me and you. God damn. Okay.
You're going down, sucker.
Shit.
Yeah, you're going down, bro. Yeah, because you. I mean,
I don't know about that.
I'm sticking to that.
Might want to check yourself.
I think you're trash
before you wreck yourself.
Yeah.
Well, we know who's getting Pussy of the Week next week, regardless of the outcome. This is my segment, and I can designate whoever I want to be Pussy. And that's Walk's team. Gets their pussies fucked.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll do that.
All right. All right.
I'll be there.
Bring it.
All right, son. I don't know if we have a shit ton of news or if we want to keep it a segment or we just want to move shit around. But
Yeah, what you
fuck
got?
it.
No,
Let's
you got
just-
what you got for news? I threw a couple things.
You know what it's time for. News clips.
We'll drop it. My bad for cutting you off.
Nah, you Gucci.
All right. So one of the funniest things I thought, because a little while ago, it was a few months ago, it was released that the Las Vegas Spear had, came out, and there were a lot of shit because you can see this thing from throughout the fucking city.
And it looks
or whatever.
insane.
It looks very insane, and not only does it look insane from the outside, because from the outside they can make it look like a fucking planet. It could look like a face,
The
literally
emojis,
staring
a
at
golf
everybody.
ball,
Yeah,
a baseball. Yeah.
a little bit of everything, right?
Yeah.
They also had the first concert in there, which was U2. For some fucking reason, people like U2. But that was the first concert, and apparently that shit looked fucking crazy. At least from the shots that I've seen, the shit looks fucking absolutely insane. Because what you see on the outside, as far as like how clear that image is,
I think
is
it's
the same on the
Photoshopped.
inside.
Like, I always had to question it at first. Like, is this legit or like people fucking with us? And it's really legit, bro. They turn it into some wild shit, and it looks so lifelike, dude. Like, it's insane.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like that.
So on the inside, whenever there's a fucking concert, and we only know this because of that one concert that was thrown in there, and that was U2. The visuals were crazy, right? They're in the sky, they're like doing all this shit, and that shit looks amazing. But because of the fact that it was just the one fucking concert, and they haven't utilized it to the extent that they possibly should, it reportedly lost $100 million in its first quarter.
Ooh, first quarter. That's what, 3 months, right? 3 months is a quarter of it, bro.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
gotta be devastating. But I can't. It's hard to like. It's so dope though. Like, I don't know. Is it one of those
It's
things
dope.
where like it takes a little bit of time to start making money back on it, or like I don't know the specifics, but like that seems harsh for something that's so dope. It's not like it's gimmicky, It looks like it's a bust. Like it doesn't look like a bust. It looks fucking tight.
It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't look like a bust. It looks amazing from the outside, right? Looking in, and it has to be very flashy. It's Las Vegas, right? Everything they fucking do is flashy.
Yeah.
But I can see that because what the fuck is the energy bill for that, right? The electricity bill to keep that bitch lit, to make sure that they have an image that actually like moves and interacts like on the regular and shit, but they haven't booked it out yet,
Right.
at least as far as shows go. Like the U2 show was a big deal because it was the first show there, and people didn't even know what to expect from it until that came out, and the videos came out and whatnot, and it made it look like it made it look like why you should have your fucking show there.
Yeah.
But they probably expected to lose that much.
Was it 100 mil? You said.
But just hearing that, right? Like they lost $100 million. It just spent on keeping this bitch on all the time.
Not to mention the cost that they dropped to have it built was like $1 billion or something insane, maybe multi-billion dollars. And they were supposed to build another one in London, I think it was, somewhere in Europe.
Were
was
they?
going to be the next
I
one, and now I'm
heard
wondering if because of this, this loss, if they're going to rethink that and maybe just put the brakes on for a little bit and see if this thing can actually start churning a fucking profit, because that's harsh, dude, for something so cool. It's sort of in that
I didn't
same
even know
vein. You know
that
what
there
else?
were-
Did they say, was it London?
I don't know about where they're making another one. I was just looking into the cost of it. It cost $2.3 billion to make.
Yeah. So, I mean, unless you make $2.3 billion, I feel like you're going to be reporting a loss. I'm surprised it was only $100 million if that was the fucking cost of it, dude. Like, fuck.
Sure. $100 million doesn't sound like that bad when it costs $2 billion to make, right? I mean, and honestly, right, when you're coming up with something like that, you have to think about projections and how long it would actually take to make that back. What would make that back? And if you're making this shit, honestly, to make that back, I would assume it would be like booking shows and shit.
Yeah, if you can get Taylor Swift to come play that bitch, you can recoup that money easily.
And you are correct. London Sphere would be located in the Stratford neighborhood of East London. So they're planning one there.
Sounds very posh.
Yes.
I'm kind of stoked that you talked about the. What was that?
I said that would be kind of wild though, just because it's just in London.
Yeah, no, there's
I've never
nothing
been
like
to
that.
London.
It's not like Vegas where everything's flashy. Like that would stand out even more, right?
Yeah, absolutely. What were you saying though?
No, I was going to say you were talking about the $100 million loss for the Sphere. Trump's Truth Social website, I read this earlier, reported a $73 million loss since it was first incepted in 2022. Just an insane amount of money for, like, how do you even lose that much money? Like, what was it advertised? Like, I don't even understand how that works, but that was an official reporting. $73 million lost. So literally anything that dickhead touches just fucking shits the bed, which is so great to see.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me that he's lost that much money on this bullshit app that only caters to a very small amount of people, right? They may be loud, but
they're not coughing up that paper.
Yeah, they may be annoying to some of us, to a lot of us actually. From the, it's very telling, right? Who the real supporters are, because if they truly believe in this man, this application that he came out with in order to make sure that he can, get his message across, it would be flourishing, right?
Oh yeah, no, 100%. I guess this info was revealed in a filing by the SPAC Digital World Acquisition Corp, which is planning to merge with Truth Social's owner, a company called TMTG. So that was where I pulled the data from. But yeah, he's not a very good businessman, even though he likes to sort of push that narrative pretty frequently.
Yeah.
Just great to see. I wish it were more than 73 mil, but hey, there's still time.
No, he's not a good businessman.
No,
I mean,
maybe he had his moments like back in the 80s, so like when shit was popping. But even then, like now, this all makes me question how much of that was just a crock of shit. You know what I'm saying? Just a facade that he would put on.
A lot of his shit, at least in my opinion, and again, I don't fucking know. I've never done deep dives on his businesses. I have no fucking clue. This is just my personal thought off of the shit that I've seen. He's a person that just takes risks. That's really what it comes down to. He takes a lot of risk in the deals that he makes, and he doesn't give a fuck what happens to the person that's, below him, which is a lot of fucking people.
Yeah.
Right? So if he takes a risk on a hotel, there are thousands of employees that make that shit run day to day, and to him, it is what it is. You know, so anything that he's going to do is just going to be risk and reward. And he will cut off whoever the fuck he has to cut off in order to make sure that he's good. And that is no different with everything, bro. Yeah. Like it's been my issue with him from the moment that he stepped into this race, you know, into politics.
Yeah,
in
into
general.
politics, exactly. Yeah.
Right. So like a lot of people defend him on saying, oh, he's not actually racist because you know, he freed these people from prison, you know, which.
Sure. But he had something to gain from it, I'm sure, right?
He had something to gain from it, right?
It wasn't out of the kindness of his heart.
Nope. I mean, at the very least, right? It's to be able to say, hey, I'm not racist. I freed this rapper from prison.
Yeah. How could I be racist? Look what I did.
How could I be racist? Exactly. And anybody who ever says that shit,
super racist.
Oh, he's not racist because of, you know, X, Y, and Z. They're just oblivious to the fact as to, you know, why he made those choices.
Odds are they're
like,
racist
whatever.
as well.
I mean,
hey, you put in the disclaimer.
try.
You put in the disclaimer. We can say
no. I did. I'm just thinking, like, because I would normally be completely aligned with you on that. The problem is right. At least what I've been noticing, and then we can get off of you know, politics and fucking Trump, because it every time you talk about Trump's, it just turns into politics.
Sure.
But my whole thought has been lately that people just have a short fucking attention span, man. And it's not easy for me to forget certain things, right? And I notice certain things about certain people that people don't catch on to, right? And I don't know why it is that I think that way. But you know, I just can't ignore certain characteristics from people.
Sure.
But most people don't think that way, right? They choose to ignore very specific things because all they think about is what they have to gain. And chances are, if a person who shouldn't be a Trump supporter is a Trump supporter, primarily minorities, right? Because it is not in your best interest to have this dude in office.
Right.
Chances are it's because you are a business owner or you're just in a certain tax bracket.
Or you think you're wealthier than you are.
It gets you the benefit in that sense. And all you are thinking about is like what you are going through currently and how that would change having a businessman in office. And that is why you are supporting it, completely ignoring the rest of it. Yeah. Right? All that other bullshit. Because none of that shit actually fucking matters to you.
Yeah.
And that's really what it always comes down to, at least in my opinion, my thought on that subject. So
yeah.
I try to think of I you know me, bro. I try to think of every angle as to why, like, because it really bothers me. Like, why is this?
Yeah.
How could you ignore this? How could you not see that?
Yeah.
And it's just, you know, selective ignorance.
Yeah. Yeah. We're logical people. We want to make sense of things, and some things it's very tough to make sense of.
Yeah, you have that right. There's a lot of things.
All right. Getting off of Trump, I have one more kind of news story that that I had that I wanted to throw out there. All
right.
And you know, you've been doing your thing. You know, exercising, putting time in the gym. I see you closing the motherfucking rings all the time, just killing it. Doing you.
Sure.
And just recently, Billie Eilish came out and said that she was into women. She, I don't know if it was a bisexual thing or if she, strictly is into women currently. But she came out with that, and then there was a quote that I've seen in multiple places. This came from Variety, and I wanted to read this quote to you and get your thoughts on it.
Okay. She
said, "Nobody ever says a thing about men's bodies. If you're muscular, cool. If you're not, cool. If you're rail thin, cool. If you have a dad bod, cool. If you're pudgy, love it. Everyone's happy with it. You know why? Because girls are nice. They don't give a fuck because we see people for who they are." That was a direct quote from Billie Eilish. How do you feel about that? Do you agree with Billie's quote there about women being so much nicer than men and not, judging bodies or anything like that?
Nah, absolutely not. As a person who has lost weight, I've been thin, I've been morbidly obese, I've been everywhere in between, right? And obviously this doesn't go for everyone.
Sure.
Because I honestly believe that there are women who it doesn't matter, right?
Absolutely.
They can see the person and whatnot, but and maybe she falls under that, and she could, she can be with someone to, for whoever the fuck they are. Mm-hmm. So I can't really knock her on her take on that because it may be her truth. However, I have definitely experienced the difference, right? In someone when I was thinner, how they would talk to me, how they would treat me in a specific way. They were more enamored, right? And then I'd gain weight, and they just didn't seem to talk to me in the same fucking way. You know what I mean? And it's probably not. It more than likely is, but I'm a person. Again, I notice certain shit, and it could be me and my perception of myself that I'm seeing this in. You know what I mean? Because I more than likely I am more confident when I'm happy with myself. Sure. And the way that I look. So it could be a little bit of that. Mm-hmm. But it always seems like someone who is into you when you look a specific way, the second that changes, right, and you gain a few pounds or whatever it is, you can sense that difference. And of course, when we were younger, girls are shittier about it. So the little bullshit that I have in my head, right, about and it all came from an instance that I can remember of a girl putting me down for whatever reason, right? Mm-hmm. And I take that mental note, and then I just switch that shit up. Yep. Like down to like gear, like wearing clothes and how things have to match. I remember that specifically from it being a girl in high school, right? My boy was trying to put me on, whatever. I was fucking lame as fuck in high school, right? So I was telling my boy like, yo, can you her? Can you put me on? Blah blah blah.
Put in a good word for your boy.
Put in a good word, and it was an off day, like it was a laundry day and shit, whatever. And I remember Shorty told him, "Nah, my boyfriend at least has to match." And I was like, "All right," little stupid shit like that.
Yeah,
little stupid shit like that. So I remember, man, girls can be rough.
Girls can be savage, bro. Like I get that could be her vibe. Like come as you are, it's all good. But that's not the attitude of most females, especially when you're younger. I was gonna say it also depends on the age range. Absolutely,
because that
for sure.
In your 20s, them girls are looking for. They think that their man should be perfect, mm-hmm. should have the fucking abs, the looks, right?
$250K a year.
Yep. No. As soon as that's the 30s, the 20s, they're looking for
Sexy.
that, right?
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter how much you make a year, as long as you can keep up with, oh, we got to go eat, we got to go do this, we got blah blah blah. In your 30s, they're looking for that stability.
Yeah.
And so
They'll make
they
some
may-
compromises.
They'll make some
Make some-
compromises.
some-
Exactly. So then they were like, yeah, no, dad bod is fine.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Oh, you bringing that paper
so-
home? Yeah, no, dad bod is super cool. I can work with that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep, exactly. So the situation, the circumstances are different for everybody. And of course, that's not the say all be all for all women, but for a majority, or at least a good amount, bro, like enough to make a fucking difference. Yeah. But at the end of the day, I think it really does all come down to a man's confidence.
Absolutely. And there's
Because
a
you
lot of
could be-
men out there, millions of men who are not confident and have body dysmorphia.
And it could be
just like women do.
It could be. It doesn't even have to be the body. It could be, financial situation.
But she specifically called out the different body types and said that it was, women take whatever. And that,
But
to
I
me,
think-
that was
but
a very out of touch comment to make from a celebrity.
Women do not take whatever. However, if you are confident, they are more likely. I will agree in the fact that if a man is confident in himself, a woman would ignore would at least bypass the body type a little bit within reason, right? If it's not like someone who's like My 1,000-Pound Life or some shit like that.
Like a drastic case.
where it's
Sure.
very drastic, right? You are more likely to pull a woman with confidence than a woman who is overweight is able to pull a man who is in the same range as, let's say, because I don't want to misspeak here. So let's say a woman is a straight up like 9, 10, right? She may go for the man who has full confidence and overlook the fact that he's maybe like a 6 or a 7
If she's
right,
old
on
enough.
his best day.
If she's past that.
I'm just saying, like, I think even in their 20s, if you are confident, you can bag a hot girl. Whereas for a guy, even if she is confident, if she is like overweight or something, unless he's into that, like, you would not be able to pull a dude who's like, again, in comparison, a 9 and an 8 or a 9, right? And in their mind, like, they're fit and all that shit. An overweight girl or someone who falls into that 5 or 6 would not be able to pull that dude because he is going to be more self-centered about that. So there is some truth to that.
Sure.
I don't know.
Sure. No, I get.
Hopefully, I
get
made
it.
some fucking sense because now I feel like I'm rambling.
No. I get what you're saying. Then there's definitely times like I feel like there are cases where that's very true, but in general, I feel like what she said is speaking in generalities like that, as though men don't have to worry about their bodies and men aren't concerned about their bodies, and
She's
men
not
aren't
trying to go home with some dude that's just.
That's exactly right. I'm just curious, like all her men, what they look like, what kind of bodies that they had. I can't imagine her dating, some super schlubby dude that has a big fucking dad bod. But like, it's just a weird thing to say from
fucked
her
a few,
position. What's up?
She probably didn't. Like date someone like that, but she probably fucked a few.
I'd like to know. I'd like to find out. I don't know. Maybe she didn't. Maybe she's into chicks. Maybe she really hasn't been fucking too many
Nah,
dudes.
she was with some dude that
Was
was
she?
he was it was in the nudes years ago. I don't know.
Okay.
It was some older rocker guy or some shit that she had gotten with, and they made a big deal about their age differences and shit.
Okay.
So I think she's into both, but yeah, I mean, even before then, she's going on tour, city to city. You didn't think she would fuck a random dude here and there?
Maybe. I wonder if he was a chubby dude. Probably not.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it probably did depend, but I do kind of agree with her.
You think
I don't
guys
think
have
it's
it a
as-
little bit easier when it comes to their bod than females?
Yeah,
do?
I think for guys, it definitely has it has to do with swag and with confidence and how you carry yourself.
Sure.
Because a lot of us trip ourselves up, and that's more than just with women. It's just
In general.
it's just in general. Like we generally, and that's everybody. I mean, I guess it's everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You stop yourself from doing certain shit because you just don't. You're just not confident in yourself, but you are more likely to bag a straight up dime piece from being confident on a night out than
Being not confident, but
heavier
having a
set.
chiseled bod.
right. Well, no, I meant then like, let's say a heavy set girl would be you would have more opportunity to like pull like a Megan Fox or some shit on a night out just with your confidence and shit than a heavy set girl going out and trying to find whoever, like a Brad Pitt and actually like bagging him.
I don't know. I feel like dudes are
straight
dudes
with
hornier.
confidence.
Dudes, I feel like dudes would
Dudes are
settle
hornier?
for less, bro, just because they're fucking horny and they're trying to fuck. Whereas chicks
Depends on the dude, bro.
and absolutely, it's circumstantial. But in general, I'm speaking in generalities here. Dudes are way more horny and ready to fuck. A chick, regardless of how she looks, can probably go to the club, find a dude, get smashed. He might not be a Brad Pitt, but that's another dude might go to the club, heavy set or not, and I don't think he has those same odds of smashing that night.
No, the guy would it would have to be a thing where at the end of the night he settled for that. So they'll get a smash just because the dude felt like, fuck, I didn't bag anything else. I'm gonna take home this girl, and then he's gonna dog the shit out of her.
He's gonna go hogging.
It's gonna be like a bad situation. Whereas like you can talk to a woman and you can actually like bag her, and she may actually be your fucking girl. Like you have a higher chance of that out of the fact that you were just confident in yourself and you brought a level of swag.
Confidence goes
to
a
that,
long way.
Where they just confidence goes a long way, and women are easier to overlook a man physically.
Mm-hmm.
If you're bringing all the other shit.
Okay. All right.
So I would agree at that point.
Okay. That's fair.
But yeah.
What else you got for news? What else is popping?
Let's see.
News? I sort of took over
So no, you're good. So the I listened to the a little bit of the Rogan episode with Elon Musk. And he claimed that within the next month or so, he planned to release the CyberTruck.
Yeah.
And they were going to start, he explained that it just manufacturing is a beast, and it's it takes a lot to manufacture a car.
Get it?
But within the next month or so, that he was going to start sending Cybertrucks to the people who've been waiting for them for, I can't even remember how long it's been.
It's been like 2-3 years.
It's been at least that.
Yeah.
So for those people who have been holding on to that reservation, thinking that it's going to be a quick flip, I guess he has other plans. So Tesla has come out and said that if you received your car, and it's not a crazy time and it's not unthinkable. However, if this was your thought, right, for it to be a quick flip, Tesla will fine you up to $50,000 if you decide to sell your Cybertruck within the first year.
Damn. Is that legal?
Apparently so. It was in the paperwork that you signed.
No, if it was signed, then you didn't read it, then that's on you. So yeah,
absolutely.
I agree with that. You can't get out of that. You signed that shit, bro. Either read it or you're on the hook for whatever the fuck.
Yeah, man. And they are scheduled to begin deliveries on November 30th.
Oh, damn.
So we're going to be seeing some more Cybertrucks out on the road.
I've seen a couple out here on some of the freeways. Just, low key, nothing crazy. But yeah, just a handful over the past maybe month or so.
How do they look in person?
They look fucking massive. And they look tight,
Wild.
dude. Like they look cool, honestly. And I was talking shit about them when they came out. And then I saw videos of the inside, dude. And the inside is fucking mint as well, which I would expect at this point. But no, I mean, I don't know necessarily that they're for me, but it definitely is a lot cooler than I was expecting, for sure. It looks a lot cooler in person.
Honestly, I was one of the people right up front that when he released that, because people are just like, oh, talking shit because... people love to talk shit about anything that's popular.
Of course.
But I remember at the time, and I was thinking like, yo, that shit actually looks like it would be fucking badass.
It's like some Halo type shit.
Yeah. Like this would be the dope ass car if everything did go to shit, right? And the only cars that ran were Tesla Cybertrucks.
Yeah.
And like the Mad Max reality that we have.
Yep.
I can see that shit being true.
Hell yeah. Yeah, even like Twisted Metal, like that sort of Twisted Metal universe where you just got, some people have whips and they're going, I could see that being the case. It definitely, I don't know, it grew on me for sure, because I remember seeing that picture and being like, I don't know, dude, like those are kind of
beastly to me.
Those are kind of weird looking, but no, it's tight. I thought the same thing about Teslas, like the Model 3s and the Model X's and shit. Like I kind of thought they looked whack when they came out, but they grew on me, honestly.
Yeah, no. Cybertruck I would definitely jump on. And it was kind of cool that the fact that in that episode, Joe Rogan, he told him he allowed him to or they were talking about it or whatever, and he said Elon Musk said, like, no, the car comes bulletproof stock. Like the windows, you could get bulletproof, but you wouldn't be able to open them, put them up and down because they're so fucking heavy.
Right.
But the doors and shit, he said that basically, he's like, we watch movies and people always hide behind the car or behind the door of the car.
Yep.
And, to stop them from bullets. And realistically, that would not happen. Mm-hmm. You would get shot the fuck up right through the door.
Right.
And he said, so, we made the car bulletproof. And the car is naturally bulletproof. So, and that's the stock model. And they start at $39,000.
Which is very reasonable. Yeah. I mean, that's not crazy at all. That's very doable. Cheaper than a lot of fucking electric vehicles, Audis and shit. That their base model. That's very reasonable.
Yeah, exactly. And it looks fucking crazy. Like I would definitely rock one of these. But you at least have to rock it for a year, because if you don't, you will be fined up to $50,000. So just don't do that. But I would definitely rock a Cybertruck.
Yeah.
I would drive one of those.
Fuck
It's a wild enough car that I would do that. I would love to see I can't wait to see one in person.
Yeah.
Just so I can. But I haven't even been able to see a fucking Lambo truck in person. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, not too many Lambo trucks in Western New York.
Now there's a few I've seen them, but they're mainly like online. Someone will say, "Oh, this person pulled up in Rochester in a Lambo truck," but I haven't actually just seen one driving down the road.
One day.
CyberTrucks though, they look cool, and I thought it was pretty dope that right off the bat that shit is bulletproof.
Hell yeah.
So
That's tight. Dope feature.
yeah, just don't try to sell it within the first year unless you got 50K
Unless you got that
to just,
paper, yeah. Fuck.
Unless you got 50K to just drop and say fuck it. Let's see. I don't know. All right, I mean we can bring this shit up since we were talking about dumb assholes such as like Trump and shit. All right, so I don't know. I forgot who. Oh no, I think it was Johnny who shared this, and we don't have to spend too much time on this. But fucking our in the same vein as someone like Trump, right? I like to put Andrew Tate there.
Yeah.
And he hasn't been in the news lately, which makes me feel like this is why this right here was released. But this this fucking dumbass dude. I think he just says shit just
Wait, was this the
really,
food thing?
Yeah,
I said that last night.
Oh, okay, that was
Yeah.
you. Okay, so for you listeners, I don't know. I'm assuming he just put this out there to have people talking shit.
Yeah.
Right. But Andrew Tate came out on is this X?
Yeah.
He came out and said, and this is the tweet that he put out, or the X that he put out. I don't even know what the fucking call
It's
it.
a tweet.
But the tweet he put out says, "Food's awful and eating sucks. I eat the bare minimum and as fast as possible. I hate eating and I hate feeling full. Men who think cooking makes them manly are cucks. Afraid of cage, desperate. Are cucks afraid of the cage, desperate to validate a non-existent masculinity. Imagine how stupid you have to be to find food entertaining, literally embarrassing. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?" So now eating, the man that got arrested because he ordered fucking pizza and shit, now all of a sudden food's
for cucks, bro.
I don't even fucking like food.
Fellas, is it
what the
gay
fuck are you
to
talking
eat?
about?
It sounds
super
it
gay
sounds
to
like
eat.
it is. Yeah, that's some gay shit right there, bro.
Yeah.
Enjoying
I
your
mean,
dinner? What kind of pussy cuck shit is that?
I know.
How dare you.
Eating pussy though.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, see, now that's a double-edged sword right there. How?
That's a double-edged sword. How can I be gay when I'm eating pussy?
Yeah, he didn't do much of that in prison. It was cock meat sandwiches for him. That's what
No,
I
yeah,
think I commented on that post that he
enjoyed it.
He got too full of cock meat sandwiches from his time in the European dungeon that he was in for a while for his sex trafficking crimes.
I don't even know why you would say some stupid shit like that. Other than
Attention.
you just wanted to post some shit up to get people
He's like,
talking.
man, it's been a while since I've been a huge piece of shit bitch. What can I post? Oh, okay, I got it. And then he just went to town, started typing that X up.
Yeah. He was just eating
Cock.
a sandwich and he was just like, he was just eating some cock.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, you know what? I don't like being full.
Cock is
I
for
don't like
cucks.
eating. This is such a stupid like mouth movement.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Kind of pussy shit. Yeah. Just it doesn't even make sense. Like,
It doesn't.
we can argue and find sides to lots of different arguments.
love
his
to eat,
are not
obviously.
one of them.
I love to eat, obviously. And even
same.
motherfuckers who bodybuilders, right? That is all they ever do is fucking eat. Like obviously obese people love to fucking eat. Like I think that's just the one thing that everybody fucking enjoys. The only people that I ever know who just go, "Oh, well, I fucking forget to eat," are like ridiculously skinny, like anorexic folks. That's
Sure.
it.
Yeah, I'm not forgetting to eat. That's for goddamn sure. And I enjoy the fuck out of it when I do eat. So
Yeah.
I must be the
'Cause
biggest
you're a pussy,
cuck.
bro.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, Andrew Tate.
Yeah. I mean, we are, I guess, am I a liberal?
I think so.
Okay. Yeah. I guess because we're liberal.
Us libtards, we love to eat.
pussies. Yeah. We're liberal pussies because we enjoy food.
Liberal pussy cucks.
And
Yeah. And I love to cook too, which is, oh my God, that's the biggest cuck thing you could do is enjoy cooking and feeding people that you love and care about. Man.
Yeah.
I had it fucked up all this time, dog.
Yeah. I mean, on top of eating, you know, like actually taking information, thinking logically and thinking, oh, let me look into this a little bit. Oh, that kind of doesn't make fucking sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know, those kind of thoughts. Psh, bleh,
Never cross his mind.
right? Nah. Mm-mm. A lot of people's mind, actually. Or a good amount of people, actually.
That's facts.
Anyway. All right, so we're back, and it's time for Hollywood. All right, I guess the biggest news this week is the fact that SAG-AFTRA has they've come to the terms, right? The strike is over.
The strike is over, baby. It's game on.
Game on. And we've seen so much news pop up because of that. And I'm extremely happy about that. So
you know what we haven't gotten is the Fantastic Forecast, which we were told we would get after the strike ends.
That's okay. Marvel has been on a run with the amount of information that they have been
conflicting
releasing
shit. It's
and
all
just
kinds
yeah. So it's okay. It definitely is coming. So I'm not too mad about that.
Okay.
Hopefully it is information that we will be happy about, but we'll see. So I found an article here that took the 6 biggest takeaways from the SAG-AFTRA deal that would benefit the actors and whatnot. So number 1, minimum compensation increases. So it says performers will earn a 7% wage increase effective immediately. That initial pay hike will be followed by a 4% increase in July, as well as a 3.5% increase in July 2025.
Okay.
So there are some increases year after year.
Okay. That's good.
Included in that are background actors, stand-ins, and photo doubles will immediately earn an 11% wage increase, followed by the same 4% the next year, and then 3.5 the following year, 2025. Yep. So number 2, streaming bonuses. A new contract calls for actors to earn a success payment along with the usual residual payments if they work on a streaming project. The success metric is determined by the following formula. The total number of domestic streaming hours over the first 90 days is divided by the total runtime of the movie television series. So it says that when it's calculated, it will result in a 0.2% bonus, or if it gets to a certain percentage of whatnot of views, there will be a bonus paid. 20. I'm sorry, I'm freaking just can't read today. 75% of any bonus money will go to the performer, with the remainder going to a new streaming payment distribution fund to compensate performers who work on streaming shows.
Nice.
Number 3 is a disclosure of viewership stats.
Oh, that's huge.
That's very huge. That's very big because they were keeping people in the dark on the numbers of views, specifically Netflix.
Oh, but
Right?
yeah,
It would
Netflix
just
is
can't-
notorious for that.
Yeah, they would just cancel shows and people would be like, but what? But like we enjoyed this show, right? And it seemed like a lot of people liked it. But if it didn't reach a certain numbers, they would just cancel it and that's it. And they wouldn't tell anybody what numbers they were.
Right.
It says on high budget streaming productions, streaming producers will be required to disclose the total number of hours the content was streamed both in the US and Canada and abroad for each quarter. That's intended to help actors determine if they are being fairly compensated relative to a show's distribution and popularity. So that's awesome. Limits on number 4, limits on artificial intelligence.
That was a big one.
So that's another huge one.
Yep.
So film and TV producers must obtain consent from actors to create and use their digital replicas, as well as specify how they intend to use the digital likeness. Actors are entitled to compensation at their usual rate for the number of days they would otherwise have been paid for to do the work being performed by a digital replica.
Nice. So they're not even showing up and they're making that paper. I love it.
Yep.
That's fucking perfect. That's exactly
exactly
what
what
they
they
need.
So what they're going to do is what they're probably saving on is room and board and flying them to where the fuck they got to go.
Yeah.
In order to do that, you know what I mean? So it's a win-win, at least in my opinion. Number 5, minimum number of background actors. So the new labor contract requires that an increased number of background actors be hired on union terms on the West Coast to equal the minimum number in New York. So under the new agreement on TV shows in West Coast cities, 25 background actors, up from 22, will be covered by the contract. For feature films, the West Coast minimum jumps from 57 to 85 background actors.
Damn.
So, and then number 6 is relocation bonuses. Performers in a series who have relocated for work will be entitled to a maximum relocation benefit of up to $5,000 a month for 6 months. That is a 200% increase to the previous amount.
Damn. Okay.
So they weren't even getting $5,000 a month.
No. They're getting what, 2,500?
Yeah.
Maybe less for some of them.
Maybe less than that. Yeah. For relocating in order to film.
Right. That's yeah. I mean, a lot of that was probably coming out of their pocket, depending on how long they needed to, reshoot or do anything else extra for it.
Mm-hmm.
Good, man. These are good.
Yeah. So one of the things, these are great terms. Obviously, people are fucking happy about it because everyone's going back to work.
Right.
And that is great news
for everybody.
We're gonna have more Hollywood coming in, in the near future.
Absolutely.
Because we will actually have more to talk about, right? The good shit to come from that, because obviously, everything was up in the air with the strike. Mm-hmm. Right. So especially like in Marvel and shit like that, like these are things that are expected to come out and release as we normally would. I'm so happy that seems like Deadpool, which had to stop immediately because it was filming as soon as people went on strike. And let me just say this: these have been released by Marvel as of recently. These are the new dates for these projects that were scheduled within the next couple of years. And that is Deadpool is only getting pushed back by 2 months. So it was originally scheduled to release in May of 2024. It is now releasing at the end of July, which I'm happy with.
Absolutely.
Thunder, what'd you say?
I said absolutely. Yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah. No, we want that. That's probably the most anticipated from any of the movies that I'm gonna mention here. Thunderbolts is moving back from December 2024 to July 2025. Captain America 4 is moving from July 2024 to February 2025. And Blade is moving back from February 2025 to November 2025. And with the Blade thing, there's so many things going back and forth as to what's going on with that movie and shit. I think we even brushed on it last week. Bob Iger actually came out, and I'm going to paraphrase here because I don't have the quote here, but this past week he came out and he said pretty much that, with COVID and everything going on, they definitely put out too much. And the part I'm going to paraphrase is when he says, I've always felt that quantity could hurt quality in the long run. And unfortunately, that's where we fell on, is that the quality took a hit pretty much. And that was exactly what happened. So, and we've been talking about it for quite some time, that they've had that meeting. The second that he took office, people started getting fired. Shit started happening. People are counting Marvel out. And honestly, things are looking like they're at least going to be heading in the right direction, regardless of what's being released now. We've been talking about it for a little while, but everything that we've talked about, what's been released since then has been things that have already been filmed during that time where they were focusing on quality over quantity. And the biggest takeaway from the decisions that are being made in the right direction are going to be, Daredevil, that whole shit going on where they fired pretty much everybody because the script just wasn't up to par to what they wanted to do. That was another quote that I saw coming up with it, or coming out saying, the new directors and whatnot are saying like they're having they're just doing all of their research right now and just
they were watching.
They can't wait to get to work.
Netflix, any animation, any sort of Daredevil content they could watch, just to get that feel, that vibe, make sure it's dead on, right?
Yep. So I'm happy to hear that, man.
Absolutely.
I'm happy to hear all of that. It looks like it might be on the up and up. A lot of mixed reviews on the Marvels.
Yeah.
I keep hearing that it is a fun movie and that it's actually a great time. Doesn't surprise me that it has the worst box office in Marvel movie history.
Yeah.
Because it is let's keep it real, right? It's an all-female led cast for Captain Marvel, which wasn't received the best.
Right.
Miss Marvel, which everyone wanted to hate.
Yeah.
And then, Spectre or Monica Rambeau is just like whatever, right? But putting this movie with 3 female leads checks all of the boxes for quote unquote woke Disney, woke Marvel, blah, blah, blah. And this is why people didn't, go see it. So it's not surprising to me.
Yeah.
But it is surprising to me that everyone is kind of a lot of people, at least, not everyone, but a lot of people are praising it.
Yeah,
And
I've
saying
heard
that
good
it is a
things.
very much, yeah.
Probably
I've heard
review
good things.
bombed, so you can't really take those into too much consideration. But yeah, I'm willing to bet once we watch it, we're gonna be like, yeah, that was a dope movie. That was a good time. I mean, maybe not theater worthy, but for someone like myself, you know, it has to be a major release to go to the theater. So just the fact that I didn't go to the theater for it doesn't mean shit. Like, I will absolutely watch it when it drops, you know, digitally, and you know, fuck with it. I'm sure. I mean, I liked Captain Marvel. I enjoyed watching the Marvels, and I mean, you know, Monica Rambeau
Sure.
and WandaVision and shit. Like, I fuck with her too. So like, I can't see this being shitty in any way.
Yeah, I did not skip out on this one for any personal reasons other than I haven't made it to the theater in a while.
Yeah, you didn't even
You
see
know what I mean?
Oppenheimer. So if you went and saw the
Right.
Marvels before you saw Oppenheimer, son, that'd be a bad day. That'd be a bad day for sure.
And I always make it a point to go for Marvel movies, but currently right now, it's sitting at an 84% audience score, man.
And the audience score is very telling and usually fairly accurate.
Very telling, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, I mean, but I have heard some people that I do respect say that, I mean, it's not perfect. It is a fun movie. Some of the chemistry, I guess, wasn't there mainly on Brie Larson's part.
I could see that.
Yeah, we can all see that. That's been the thing with Brie Larson taking over this role from the beginning.
No.
She's just not.
She's not, you know, she's a decent actress, but I don't think she's super charismatic. I don't think she has I don't want to say the chops, because I mean, she's, like I said, she's a good actress. I feel like, I don't know, something about her performances where they're very understated. You know, she gets her point across, but she's not like a Scarlett Johansson who really, you know, brought Black Widow to life.
I'm not running to watch something strictly because Brie Larson
absolutely
is
not.
attached. Like, she has that Apple TV Plus show,
which I do kind of want to watch. I think that looks
is it a show or is it a movie?
No, it's a
But
show.
I think
it's a show, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, my girl, the only reason I haven't seen it is because my girl just started it without me, so then I was just like, whatever. So,
what did she say? Did she comment on it, critique it?
She didn't. She never really critiques shows to me, but she made it through, and she was looking for the next episode, and I was like, no, you watched the entire season.
Oh,
She's
damn.
like, oh,
okay.
fuck. Okay. So
she was
ran
feeling
through
it.
Yeah. So she liked it enough to go through the season, and she was looking for more. You know what I mean? So
It's telling.
yeah. So she enjoyed it. I'm down. I'm definitely gonna watch the Marvels.
Absolutely.
This is not a movie where I'm just gonna strictly be like, nah, I absolutely refuse. But then again, I'm invested in the whole Marvel
That's what I'm
shit,
saying.
right?
Like,
so
we
even if
have
it's
no
gonna be
choice.
trash, I'm gonna watch it, because when it starts to be good again, I'm not gonna go back and be like, all right, I guess I'll watch this. You know, just to kind of get the story. I'm gonna watch all of it, and then I'll take it for what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not too crazy when it comes to that. Let's see. Taika came out and said that he will not be attached to. He will not be involved with Thor 5.
I don't think anybody's mad at that. Even though we're a Taika pod and we fuck with Taika, you know, maybe it's time to see.
Nobody's mad at that.
Maybe it's time to see what you know, any other directors, if they got a Thor vibe that they can get rocking, because you know, Taika had a shot, he did great. They gave him another shot, and it wasn't.
I think the biggest
fantastic.
part with that last one is that they gave him
too much.
They saw Suma. Yeah, they saw success with Thor, with Ragnarok.
Yeah.
And then they just totally told him, yeah, go for it.
Blindly said, hey, we trust you. And he was
Yeah.
like, oh, then I can do whatever the fuck I want. And he did. And it wasn't fantastic.
And you can't, honestly, as much as I like Taika, unless it is his own property, right? It is like a standalone movie that came from his brain. He can take 100% liberties on those types of movies. But when it comes to something as, beloved as maybe like Marvel or any kind of property that is attached to that, right? Like, I enjoy Star Wars.
Yeah.
Taika is supposed to be directing a new trilogy. Do I want them to just give him free reign on 3 Star Wars movies? No, I don't want 3 completely like Taika brained movies that are just the love child of Taika 100%. No, we need we need that creativity, but we also need that Jon Favreau. Who's the other one? Who's the Filoni?
Filoni, yep.
Dave Filoni. We need those individuals that ground him and say, yeah, but that's not Star Wars.
Yeah.
And I think that's what he needed. He needed Feige to be like, yo, I love
your enthusiasm.
The idea. I love the idea. However, we need to just ground this a little bit more.
And unfortunately, this isn't just Marvel projects. The last movie he released, the soccer movie about the Samoan soccer team.
Ooh, I never seen that.
No, I didn't see it either. I'm just going off of reviews, what I've read, what people said, and that was not it either. It got criticized very heavily for, honestly, a lot of the same things that Ragnarok did, where it was just, not super cohesive, he couldn't pick a tone, basically, is what it came down to. And that didn't get great reviews. I think it has a 50 on Metacritic right now. I don't know what the audience score is like, but yeah, that hasn't done great either. And that's not, not a Marvel property at all. So I don't know, maybe he's got some self-reflecting to do when it comes to his directing, at least.
Sure. Yeah. That's all I really have for Hollywood.
I just wanted to mention the acknowledgement by Rockstar Games. I think earlier in the week, or maybe it was last week, that they finally announced that GTA 6, Grand Theft Auto 6 is in the works. We're going to get a trailer for it. I want to say that they said early in December, first half of December, something like that.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, no, which is huge because it's been about a decade or so since GTA 5, and we've hit on, everyone waiting for GTA 6, and to finally get some acknowledgement from Sam Hauser, who I want to say is the president of Rockstar Games, that it's in the works. It's a real thing. It's supposed to launch, and I've heard multiple dates. I've mainly fall of 2024. Possibly, trying to get it ready, I think, for the holiday season of 2024. PS5 bundles coming out with it, that sort of thing. But I am, as are most gamers, just incredibly stoked to not only have it acknowledged, but know that we'll get an actual fucking trailer for it next month. We all saw a lot of the leaked footage, which was, I'm pretty sure that was just somebody importing code into the Unreal Engine. So, I mean, even what we saw was not actual gameplay footage of what we're going to see. Lots of different rumors flying around about gameplay, and they're saying your character ages the longer you play, and all kinds of crazy things that I'm not putting too much hope into until we get some official word. But it's kind of, people are giving them a lot of shit. And the more I think about Grand Theft Auto and what Grand Theft Auto represents, right? And how every time they do drop a new game, it just ups the ante that much more,
right? So when I think about Grand Theft Auto 5, right, from Grand Theft Auto 4, just the difference in the fact that one, loading was no longer, it was non-existent, to an extent, right? As far as from what we were used to before. Right? And then switching between characters in different parts of the map.
Yeah.
Like all of that shit takes time to create
And to perfect,
to animate,
to
like,
test,
yeah.
and absolutely.
All of it.
Yep.
All of it. So, people are giving them shit about it being 10 years since the last one. But I kind of understand, if it is as dope as it's supposed to be and all the shit that you're saying, right? If they age and
just crazy details that
all the intricacies that come with upping the ante on something that's already extremely massive, like Grand Theft Auto, Grand Theft Auto 5 and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, I now that I have a PS5, I will be pre-ordering.
Fuck yeah.
I'm gonna get that bitch.
Oh yeah,
that shit is and then I'm gonna log in some hours, man.
Oh, bro, it's gonna be insane. We might have to take a week off of the pod that week when GTA 6 drops. So
I don't know about that. You're talking crazy. Stop it. Stop. All right. We'll see where we are at that point. But I'm just saying, like, I'm gonna download that shit, and as soon as it's available for pre-order. Yeah, I'm jumping right on that. That's high on my list. Grand Theft Auto has been one of those games.
Yeah.
Where I need to have that shit ASAP. The second it's available to download, the second you're going to allow me to play it.
Yep.
I got to be there for it.
I'm going to go hard on it, yeah.
Very, extremely. Yeah, you fucking with anything?
Let's see. As I mentioned in the group chat, I totally missed out on an entire season of What We Do in the Shadows. That I've been catching up on, and it's been
I gotta catch
it's
up
been
on that.
fucking really, really good, dude. It's been great. I'm super disappointed in myself that I let that slip by, because I remember it at the end of summer. I think it was like July it dropped, and
we
it
just
just sort of
hard.
shit was going on. I was sort of getting settled in here in California, so it just kind of fell off my radar. But yeah, I've mainly been fucking with that. Couple new documentaries dropped on Netflix that I'm planning on checking out, but I won't tout them until I watch them and I know if they're legit or not. Sure.
I have been obviously I caught up on Gen V.
That's right. Right.
Yep. So I caught up on that. I've been behind on my shows as of late. I need to jump back onto Sopranos.
What about Invincible? Have you started the?
No, I did start Invincible. I hadn't finished the first episode. I need to go back and just like focus on it. Yeah. So I definitely need to go back. I'm sure they've dropped the second episode since.
Yes, 2 episodes.
Yes. So I am not. I'm not up to date just yet. But I've really been fucking with Invasion.
That's right.
On Apple TV Plus.
Yep.
So every chance I get, I've been watching that. So I fell off on Sopranos and haven't really been doing much of anything other than watching Invasion whenever I get that chance. And it's been really good. It's the first season because second season dropped. I remember I had initially started the first season, thought it was a completely different show. But yeah, so when I started, it was a surprise to me, like, oh, this is not what I thought it was at all.
Word.
But it's been really good, so I've been enjoying that. What else? I need to finish it, but I started the show on Netflix. Oh, I text you guys about it. With fuck, what was it? The story of fuck. Why am I spacing on it? We talked
I'm
about
also spacing. I don't know what you're
with Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Oh, the Uber story.
The Uber story.
What was
So
it called?
yeah,
I
there's
don't
a
remember what it was called.
it's like super dope or some shit like that. Where fuck. Now I gotta bring it up.
While you're doing that, I watched the Killer with that
Yes,
new
I
David
started
Fincher
that.
joint with Michael Fassbender. There's like an assassin there. Very good. I really did enjoy it. I thought it was going to be a little more akin to like The Gray Man, action wise, where it was just sort of banger fight scene after banger fight scene. But it was I forgot that it was a Fincher movie and it was a lot more psychological, than action oriented, but still very,
what I
very
got from
good.
that.
Fassbender was awesome. Tilda Swinton, awesome. Definitely worth a watch. Just, temper those expectations for action. There was really just one good fight scene in it, like a John Wick style fight scene. And the rest was just a lot of, dialoguing and story plotting and that sort of thing, but still really, really good. Worth a watch, especially, it's on Netflix. You don't got to go to the theater and it's there for you. So check it out.
No, yeah, I started that and I got sidetracked by some Netflix and chill, so I haven't been able to finish it.
That's what's up, my man.
So, but I will go back. I want to see how that ends. Very good so far. The TV show that I was talking about is called Super Pumped.
Super pumped.
And it's pretty much the story on how Uber got started.
Yeah.
And the CEO, how much of a madman he fucking was and taking the chances that he did in order to get it to where it is.
Yeah.
And how unhinged he kind of was. So that has been very good. Apparently that was that dropped last year. It's now on Netflix.
I was going to say, I don't think that was a Netflix original.
No. It is now on Netflix, but it dropped last year on Showtime. It's a Showtime original.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's also streaming on Netflix right now. So we started picking that up, and that is actually very good. So so that's what I'm fucking with, and yeah, I think that's it. I don't think I have anything else.
Word.
We finished Loki. That was great end to season 2.
Yep.
I don't know if that's the last we will see of Loki. I don't think we have to break that shit down, but
I don't think that's the last we'll see of Loki.
I don't think so either. I think it for those of you who have seen the episode, I think it is a great tie-in to something greater that he will be a part of in the near future.
Yeah.
When it comes down to it. Oh, I did. I forgot to mention, since we were talking about the Marvels. I just said fuck it, and I was spoiled on a little tidbit.
Yeah. The end credit scene.
I'm assuming it's the end credit scene, but I know of. I'm assuming it's the end credit scene, but I know of who shows up, and it's exciting.
Okay, I might check that out. I wasn't sure if I wanted to spoil it for myself or if I was gonna watch it, but I did read.
Yeah, that's why I'm not spoiling it for you.
It's fair. Appreciate it.
Yeah. But it is
Legit.
Yeah. It's kind of exciting to get that started.
Shit. All right.
In the MCU. So. All right, guy. All right, my guy. Do you have anything to add to this stellar conversation?
Nah, baby. Seems like a nice tight 2 we got in tonight.
We definitely got it in. This nice tight 2. Pause. by the way, on that. Since we have nothing else, y'all already know. Thank you for listening to this episode. If you made it this far, you fuck with us. So that means we fuck with you. Again, remember to rate, review, subscribe to the podcast wherever you are listening or watching. If you want to support us financially, go to insensitivemerch.com. Cop some gear, right? Grab yourself a couple t-shirts, maybe a hoodie, and stay drippy with Drippy. Other than that, we will see you next week with Johnny in hand, hopefully, right?
Hopefully. Shit, you never know with that dude.
We never know. But other than that, guys, thank you again from the bottom of our hearts, because we don't get paid for this shit, and we hope to at some point, but who determines that is y'all. So we definitely appreciate it. All right, other than that, peace.